if you see that indictment picture layout that's going around of like the 19 or 20 people that was actually brought under this whole RICO charge and whatnot. I don't know if they got separate cases. I don't know if Brick Baby is facing something different. I don't know if he's going to be added to this. I don't know. But in this one right here, we see Loose Cannon and Big U. This is the criminal complaint by telephone or other reliable electronic means. Oh, look at this shit. 107 pages. All right, let's just look down the table of the contents so that we can get a gist of what they put in here. Introduction will skip. Purpose of affidavit will skip. Persons, property, and premises to be searched will skip. Okay, we know that houses got raided and all that. Items to be seized will skip. Summary of the investigation. We're going to take a look at that maybe. Skim through that. Summary of probable cause. We might have to take a look at that. Statement of probable cause. The Big U Enterprise. The check-in. Checking in. The concept, the term that's been going around. What's the definition of it? Checking in, tapping in. That's in the paper. Wow. How the check-in work. How Big U and Big U Enterprises respond to failures to check in. Supposedly legitimate businesses and charities used by the Big U's enterprise. They were supposedly. Oh wow. They playing racketeering activity of murder or of RW. Wow, that's the football player that allegedly stayed with them, and was his body was dumped off in a desert alongside in Vegas, alongside the road allegedly. Summary: the murder and connection to the Big U enterprise. Big U's cell phone location corroborates his involvement in RW's murder. So we heard yesterday, and we talked about it about the DNA stuff. This is a cell phone corroboration now as relation to the murder charge. Okay. Evidence from the scene. I don't know if that's DNA stuff. We'll see. Big U arranges for recording equipment from the studio to be removed and surveillance video to be destroyed. Damn. Interviews of family, witnesses. Okay, witnesses. And Big U Enterprise Associates, Title III interceptions, which y'all got some wire shit going on. Okay, maybe they got some wiretaps too. Title III interceptions. Robbery in violation of the Hobbs Act as racketeering activity. Big U directs a robbery and conspiracies to rob and Robinson and Williams personally rob a marijuana dispensary at gunpoint. Williams continues to commit and discuss robberies and other violent acts. Further evidence of Big U's enterprises' involvement in robberies, extortion in violation of the Hobbs Act and racketeering activity. Jesus. Transportation of individuals and interstate commerce with intent that the individuals engaged in prostitution in violation of the Mann Act and as racketeering activity. So there you have some of the details that we didn't see yesterday as we did our stream relating to trafficking and crossing state lines, human trafficking stuff. Fraud in violation of federal wire fraud and bank fraud statutes, um, and racketeering activity, economic injury, disaster loan program fraud, wire fraud through embezzlement of charitable donations, bank fraud, Big U's tax crimes, other criminal activities showing how Big U enterprise operates. Big U forces a witness to recant statements. The law enforcement implicating a Big U enterprise associate. That's like a witness tampering stuff, right? Isn't Dark Low in jail for that right now? Big U makes various threats and brags about violence to further the Big U enterprise's reputation for fear and violence, solidifying its power to extort victims. Big U and Robinson describe other threats and violent acts of Big U enterprise. That's got to be happening like on the wire right there. When you're talking about you got them describing stuff or whatever Title III intercepts that they had, text messages or whatever. This had to be going down for a while, people. Identification of property and premises to be searched and probable causes. I think we're done there of the stuff that he's going after: training and experience of homicide offenses, training and experience. Okay, people. Um, with all due respect and seriousness, if you just read the fucking table of contents, that might be a justified stream right there. I know we're only 6 minutes in, but I might just cut this shit off. Like, reading the table of contents, is that not enough for us to understand what's going on here? Like, shit. This is by far the heaviest, most charged up shit of paperwork that we've looked at on the Sorry Shoe podcast so far. Jesus. Oh man. Pardon me, people. I got a holes ready to go. I got my water with me. Oh man, I'm looking forward to getting these details and for us to come up more up to speed. But I'm not looking forward. This is a lot. Let's get working. Let's get moving. All right, let's go. Introduction shit. I said I was gonna skip it, and it's all redacted. Look at this. It's all redacted. Okay. Don't know why. Purpose of affidavit. Nope. 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 Persons and property. Nope. 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 Items to be seized. Nope. Don't care. Cars and cribs and things that you think that he purchased with his illegal fraud uh, associated money and whatnot. I don't care about the assets, jewelry change. I don't know. Properties could be clubs, could be marijuana dispensaries, whatever. Summary of investigation. In February 2021, the FBI Los Angeles Metropolitan Task Force on Violent Gangs launched an investigation into Big U's criminal enterprise. So there you have it once again. This is a 4-year investigation. You don't put an indictment like this together overnight. The Big U Enterprise and its association with the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crip Street Gang, the Rolling 60s, which the pretty much the Violent Task Force Agency began investigating in August 2020. Oh, so pretty much even backdated even further than that. Big U Enterprise is mafia-like organization that utilizes Big U's stature and long-standing association with the Rolling 60s and other street gangs to intimidate businesses and individuals in Los Angeles. The Big U Enterprise is led by Big U. Big U is a self-admitted member of the original gangster or OG of the Rolling 60s, a violent criminal street gang with associated sets in several other states. Big U is widely regarded as a leader within the Rolling 60s. In 1980s, Big U rose to a prominent position in Los Angeles drug and Rolling 60s hierarchies. During this time, Big U also earned a reputation as an enforcer for the Rolling 60s. Some members of the Big U Enterprise are also members of the Rolling 60s. Big U is able to lead the Big U Enterprise because of his standing as the face of the Rolling 60s for decades and his reputation for violence, including murder. At times, Big U Enterprise partners with members and associates of the Rolling 60s and other criminal elements for mutual benefit. But the Big U Enterprise is a distinct and independent criminal enterprise engaged in criminal activity. Members and associates of the Big U Enterprise are engaged in illegal activities, including extortion, robbery, murder, human trafficking, wire fraud, bank fraud, other financial crimes, obstruction of justice, illegal debt collections, illegal gambling, conspiracy to commit fraud via illegal gambling, and other offenses in furtherance of the Big U Enterprise for benefits of its members and associates. Talk about an intro, it's still going. As set forth in detail below, through the course of the investigation, agents gathered information from a variety of sources, including confidential human sources, informants. Okay, I mean, we knew that, we saw that, but confirmation. Number two, whatever word that is, sir, repetitious, repetitious, whatever recordings. The fuck? What the hell is that legal shit? I've never seen that word before, including Title III wiretaps. Number three, search warrants for social media, iCloud, and Google accounts. Okay, so they got into all that shit as well. Number four, financial records from both individuals and companies or organizations. Number five, toll records showing communications between conspirators, victims, and Big U Enterprise members and associates. Number six, cell site location information from numerous phones, including Big U's, Robinson's, and Martin's. Number seven, City of Los Angeles records, public filings, and other publicly available information. And number eight, interviews of witnesses and victims. The investigation employed various additional investigative techniques, including surveillance, vehicle tracking, poll cameras, recording devices, interaction with confidential sources, and information gleaned through undercover purchases and firearms and narcotics. Number 11, the United States District Court of Central District of California authorized multiple Title III wire and electronic interceptions orders for telephones being used by certain subjects of the investigation, including Big U's, Robinson's, Martin's, Zahir Mitchell. I think that's Brick Baby. Yeah, aka Brick Baby. Oh, all I gotta do is read the voice right next to it. Okay, there you go. Brick Baby. Ooh, so Brick Baby was he's not at the top like we saw, but he's named here for being tapped. Hmm. The court also authorized the interception of audio and visual nonverbal conduct via closed circuit televised CCTV through the installation of video and audio bugs in a location. They on you like God. So you got security guard and the producer, witness one and witness two. Okay. Big U was one of the last people seen with RW prior to RW's homicide. Witness one also stated that Robinson drove Big U to Las Vegas from Los Angeles in a dark gray Lexus, and that Witness one, in his security capacity, encouraged Big U and Robinson when they arrived at the studio and had words with them because he did not know who they were. Witness one statement to the Las Vegas Police Department at the outset of the murder investigation have been corroborated by other witnesses and cell phone location data, among other evidence. Further investigation revealed motive, opportunity, obstruction, inculpatory, whatever statements, inculpatory statements, and more from Big U and other members and associates of Big U Enterprise. The murder in connection to Big U Enterprise on January 20th, 2021, 5 days before the murder, and 3 days before. All right, so this is motive here. Okay, yeah, I need to see this. 3 days before Big U and Robinson drove from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, RW recorded a diss, short for disrespect, song that Las Vegas Police Department later obtained. So they have it. In it, RW, so it probably never released. They probably just grabbed it from the studio and had it in their possession as evidence this whole time. So as I'm reading this, I'm like, are they gonna give a name of a song that I'm about to go just Google and YouTube and see and listen to it? But yeah, it was probably never released, but they have it. Okay. In it, RW rapped about the person who had the money, that RW would be shot in the face for thinking shit funny, and referenced the 38 revolver with no trace. Wait, so who rapped it? RW? Wait, hold on, let me read that again. RW recorded a diss song that the Las Vegas Police Department later obtained. In it, RW rapped about the person who had the money, that RW would be shot in the face for thinking shit funny, and referenced the 38 revolver with no trace. So is he talking about getting shot himself? Based on my knowledge of this investigation and conversations with others, I believe that in this diss song, RW was dissing Big U, referring to Big U as the bro that makes some money. There's some gray area there, then. Some gray area. No Big U name, just a big homie that got the money. There's some gray area there. And that RW may get shot in the face for thinking his lackadaisical use of the studio and general representation by unique music is funny. RW was shot days later in the face, apparently with a revolver like 38 that left no shell casings. It is unknown whether Heanley or Big U heard these lyrics prior to the murder. Hmm. The effectiveness of the Big U Enterprise is premised of Big U's stature as the most feared man in Los Angeles. We know that already. Okay. Extortion victims, okay, as Big U himself stated on the intercepted call in 2023. Can't no nigga beef with me, nigga. Because if he do, I'ma kill him. Period. I am going to murder him. They got that off of a wiretap. As Robinson explained in what is that? Surreptitious or whatever recording. When Big U got out, he said, I'm the toughest nigga and here's my body of work to prove it. And you know, I'm the only nigga still killing niggas today. You niggas retired. They understand that. Oh, they got a wiretap of Big U and which one of the OGs here is who's he talking to? And Robinson and Big U is saying on the recorded call, I'm the only OG out here that's still killing niggas. Trying to say he's still getting his hands dirty. That's the way this read to me. I'm the toughest nigga, and here's my body of work to prove it. And you know, I'm the only nigga still killing niggas today. You niggas retired. I didn't. They understand that. Ooh. If true, not good to have on a fucking phone call between you and Martin. Um,
Yeah, what you was off of work
wow.
today?
Because the Big U enterprise's existence relies and thrives on fear of violence perception is paramount, and witness number two explained he hit a Big U
Hey,
through the
Ty
Big U
boy, what's
enterprise's
good?
entity unique
Hold
music
up.
was using.
I'm so much into my vlog. Yes. We back in the building with another podcast vlog, and this is RDP vlog, and I'm your host, Hand 5000. And like I said, my famous word, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, short but sweet, ain't too many people tapped in. I gotta get in the room to getting up early, Ty boy, but I'm here. Here every day. Won't miss no more days to the next Ramadan. You know what I mean? Inshallah. But hey man, tap in with me right now. I'm covering the full indictment on Big U. Then we gonna get into the main course, Kanye West. Kanye West. Share this video, y'all. Hey, get me in the algorithm. Y'all see, been in here 17 minutes. Ain't nobody checking in. Hey, got my two mob squads in there. Share this video. Get them out there. Ty boy, I know it's about 9 o'clock where you at. Kenny is 11:11 where we at. So let's get busy like the bunkie dance. But let's finish listening to this Big U indictment of the Rolly 60 Crip because I never really got too depth into it. But now I'm into depth into it and letting another content creator read the paperwork. Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment. I'm gonna put the cash app up there. Donate to the channel.
It was so serious that Big U and Robinson drove from Los Angeles to Las Vegas to confront RW, and that dispute then turned deadly. Throughout our investigation, no investigator, family member, witness, or any third party has ever identified any individuals that would have motive or opportunity to murder RW except Big U. As discussed herein, Big U's motive for murdering RW was in the interest of the Big U enterprise. Big U's cell phone location corroborates his involvement in RW's murder. Cell phone stuff. The night before the murder, Big U's phone location data and witnesses showed that he arrived at an Airbnb on Round Rock Drive in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Airbnb RW was staying in prior to the homicide. Wow. In the middle of the night. Oh, damn, this is some movie shit, y'all. Now we get into some fucking, you know, I do my movie references. Where we at now? Fucking No Country for Old Men? Old Men? Damn. The hotel scene of how he tracked him to the hotel. That shit.
So basically, this boy Big U.
B&B. RW exited the passenger side
Big U in a lot of trouble
and entered the Airbnb. A few minutes later,
they're talking about the murder out Vegas right now.
RW
I need y'all to donate to the channel. I need a new game of chairs, bro.
Put the suitcase in the trunk and got in a dark gray
My chair broke, man. I need to get a new one today.
The Airbnb,
come on,
was rented for another day, and RW was not set to leave until the flight scheduled the following day. So they got a hotel checkout date and a flight date that don't match him leaving as well. I see they're just putting pieces together. I get it. Both of Big U's phones did not begin reporting location data again until approximately 2:15 a.m. Based on investigator test drives and research, the drive from the studio to the Airbnb would take roughly 17 minutes. So somebody went and did the drive that was investigating back and forth to calculate it. After Big U's phone stopped reporting location data when they left the vicinity of the studio, the dark sedan arrived with RW at the Airbnb 15 minutes later, which is consistent with traffic patterns after midnight. The drive from the Airbnb to the location where RW's body was found and then to the location where Big U's phone began reporting again would take roughly 42 minutes. The time from where RW left the Airbnb when Big U's phone began reporting again is 48 minutes. Approximate time for the drive, murder, and moving of the body, particularly in the middle of the night without traffic. Hmm. One of Big U's phones then made a call to Robinson, who witness one reported was still at the studio, which is corroborated by Robinson's phone
Hey,
location data. According to witness one, Robinson
so let me
asked
get
witness
into
one.
this. The most terrible thing is the Big U got. If y'all want to know what I'm looking down at, I got the Mac. I do some YouTube business. But if y'all want to just be hip to what's going on, Big U got this indictment, but Big U got a murder that everybody else don't got a murder. Allegedly, one of the kids that played on his son football team that he coached was an inspiring rap artist. The kid allegedly made a diss record aiming towards Big U, and Big U, took him out to a landfill and whacked him. Allegedly. Then the paperwork is out amongst a bunch of extorting things, tax evasion, and fraud. You get what I'm saying? On top of, they had 50 witnesses against Big U. They got 50 witnesses willing to line up and say he was extorting them and doing whatever he was doing. 1 second. Hello? Yeah, about. Oh, yeah, what up, Chris? I'm on YouTube right now. We going rap. Can I hit you when I get off of YouTube? Yeah, we lock in, tap in, though. I'm going to call you as soon as I get off. All right. All right. Yeah, so Big Dude, it's Monday, so a lot of calls coming. I gotta do bank runs. I gotta do a lot of shit there. But Big U, extortion, then they got Big U on some sex trafficking shit that he had the chick bringing out hookers to get right. You know what I'm saying? It's a married man, by the way, but this is what's going on. So, I just wanted to get into that because I haven't really I talked about it, but it's like, damn, when the last paperwork came out on Big U, it was what you call a criminal complaint. So everything wasn't out. Now the superseding indictment dropping, boy, 43 counts. Like, it's crazy for Big U right now. Big U is 58 years old. 58 years old. You get what I'm saying? They say he's facing life in prison. He's facing life in prison.
Night of the murder. Analysis of Big U's DNA profile was
Dang.
inconclusive, such that he could not be excluded as the contributor of the DNA. Robinson, on the other hand, was excluded as a potential contributor of DNA found on RW. All right. So inconclusive, people. Inconclusive. All right. Big U arranges for recording equipment from the studio to be removed and surveillance video to be destroyed.
Dang.
Witness one told the Las Vegas police.
Listen, witness one. Been telling on Big U, y'all.
Big U's associate removed video recording equipment from the studio a couple days after the homicide, including destruction of the surveillance video data that would have shown RW and Big U at the studio shortly before RW's murder. Witness 2 told the FBI that Big U ordered Witness 1 and Witness 2 to leave the premises, take a walk. Wow. Prior to the removal of the video recording equipment, Witness 1 explained that 3 relatively new surveillance and working DVR devices had been removed from the studio and all the security cameras were disabled. Witness 1 stated that replacement DVRs were installed,
Oh shit!
but
I
they
got
did
a
not
video
work.
to drop.
Witness 3, this was my first time hearing
I
Witness
got a
3 here,
video.
right?
I'm gonna upload a
Witness
video.
3, who had previously installed the
Let me
DVR
fetch this
equipment
video.
at the recording studio, also spoke with the FBI. According to Witness 3, on January 31st, 2021, Witness 3 went to the studio to fix video cameras that were not working at the studio after Witness 2
See
ordered
that?
a
That's a
studio to
lot,
fix them.
bro. They want them off
Witness
the
3
street.
analyzed the equipment and
It's all in
concluded that the
2021.
DVR system was
Just like
unplugged
I said
and would
about just
turn
listen,
off.
just like I said about Yellow Beezy, I said it's just two reasons. The reason why Yellow Beezy went to jail: either somebody knew something that was locked up and gave up information to the police, or the police department did they investigation. You get what I'm saying? I said it's there's only two ways. Big U situation got 50 people telling against him. He's a gang member. He been extorting. He be doing things. But one thing that I agree with, a lot of dudes is putting this business on social media. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the gang culture, extortion and shit like that. But you know, I would think that he will be moving like a boss versus, you know what I'm saying, moving like a general. You get what I'm saying? I think he'd be moving like a big leader, like instead of moving like the general or the cop. So I don't think, Big U should have been moving like that. And because he was moving like that and never matured mentally, Big U got a lot of time on his hand and a lot of it's gonna be a big trial. So many witnesses. Big U might cop out. And the plea deal go be 20 to 30 years. You know what I mean? Yeah, just like these things, boy. You get found guilty of that racketeering by 12 people, boy. That's they going for the knockout. But the difference is D thing 21 years old, Big U 58. D-Thing can catch 20 years, bro. And do 17 on that and be 38 years old when he come home and still can get a job and move on. But you catch 20 years or 30 years in prison, he be in his 80s when he get out. I don't know how fit that an 80-year-old man can stay in prison. I'm just being 1,000 with you. I'm just paying 1,000 with you, yo. That's that's what I'm saying. I don't see how a 58-year-old man starting now. A 58-year-old man in the joint that been in the joint for a while could take care of himself. I'm not saying big you ain't going in there and take care of yourself, but in the next 10 years is 68, and 10 years after that is 78. And the prison just not the place for you at that age. You got to get medicine, you got to get certain things that you need to keep you going, your vitamins. They ain't gonna have all that in here for you. You know what I mean? That's sure enough. But I gotta get to the bread and butter, man. I gotta get to my guy. You know what I mean? That's just Big U. Big U, like I said, man. This fall will be full of trials and action. Little Durk, Diddy, it's so many trials of being this shit. Black people running the courtrooms again. But this was the crazy video yesterday that I know everybody and their mother is looking at. Kanye West academics. The boy put the KKK outfit on, the black joint. Kanye speaks about everything he wanted to speak about and hold no punches. Y'all need to go check that. I should have added the link in the bio, but man, we gonna thumb through this, man. Kanye speaks, and I'm here to say he was 85% of the shit that Kanye says I be feeling. It's that 15% where you go off the meat racket. I don't think Kanye West is crazy at all. I think Kanye West has had that 15% where Kanye goes off the meat racket. He goes off the meat racket, and because he tell you, and if you listen to the man, he tell you why he goes that way. You know what I mean? He tell you who he really has a problem with and who he don't have a problem with, and that's just how he's carrying it. That's just how he carried it, bro. So he did this interview with academics. I'm gonna get deep into it because there's so many things. Me where it hurts, so I can do it more. Why? Because that's when we're weakening the enemy. We're breaking them down all this. I'm a fat bitch on the runway. I'm so powerful. No, you're not. You're causing death. That shit is unhealthy. Let's do statistics on black obesity rates. Everything that's being pushed in the media is about decentralizing and tearing down communities. Even I low key feel like the ICE is like basically like doing to the Latin communities what they did to the black communities. It's everything to decentralize, remove the fathers. Also, I had this theory that I just wanted to say. Wait a second. I have another theory. It's about football and music industry, but I want you to get that Jay-Z answer. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody's like about
What about the fact that everybody knows what I'm saying is true related to that photo that I put up with my youngest daughter, right? But everything is like, but you offended Jay-Z. Fuck him. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Put it like this. Why? Let's take it to money. How much money do you think Jay-Z make off my catalog versus what I make off it? Next subject.
Well, some people might feel like, well,
Yo, Kanye, what academic usually talk his ass off. He ain't even know how to handle Ye. Real shit. He ain't even know how to handle Ye. He didn't even know how to handle Ye in this interview. You know, the boy said, fuck Jay-Z. He tell you why.
With this person the first 2 months of being with her. But that wasn't God's plan. But my issue with all these faggot ass celebrity niggas is, if you ain't gonna speak on my behalf of the situation I'm in right now with my children or where I was when I asked for the help years ago, don't talk about my political views. Plus your T. Like, nigga, I bled for you. If nigga asks you about me, say we ain't speaking on Ye. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how y'all looking at me like a Vic, because you a street nigga. But it ain't that time no more. I'm the lawyer off Carlito's way. I'm the boss. You niggas is broke. You niggas is not masterminds. And you niggas should never have ever gone. Look at John Legend, old sissy ass. I ain't never do nothing wrong to that nigga. I changed generations of his life. And they got all that faggot ass hot sweater nigga come up and just this nigga wears sweaters in motherfucking August and Barbados. John Legend and mashed potato. So no, they say you smell like mashed potatoes. I don't know where I got this from.
Yo. He went in on John Legend. He went in on Jay-Z. And like I said, everybody know I'm a Kanye West fan. I'm a Jay-Z fan. Everybody know the boy on the wall. Both of them. But Kanye went. He spoke his mind. And people don't like when people just be brutally honest. And I say he being brutally honest. This is the way Kanye feel. This is the way he feels, y'all. This is absolutely the way Kanye West feels, bro. This is the way he feels, bro. And he's gonna continue feeling that way.
Want a Drake to be out of there? Why do they want somebody with no hits like Kendrick to do the Super Bowl? Right? This is a theory I had. The people that run the Super Bowl had to come to people who run the music industry and be like, you guys, you're letting your niggers get out of hand. Oh my God, that Kanye. If somebody take a knee for it with him, where's out of there? See, that's the problem. You let him last too long. And then early, there for 2 years, 3 years, they're out of there. We did whatever do with I got Tom Brady. He's great. We made Mahomes throw that fucking Super Bowl, so Tom could get his 7th ring and shit. But like, you guys at the music industry, you got to do, start getting smaller artists and put them on. We're going to set you up. We're going to take Roller Loud. We're going to connect them with Live Nation. And then we're going to get a bunch of small artists. And then, you'll be able to make your money off of that. And then, if we take, Cardi's doing good, we'll make them take the blue pill. We'll have them rap about scams. And then mention Northwest. We love Northwest. Kanye, don't worry about him. He's a lunatic. Don't worry about him. Does any of that sound right or sound accurate to you?
Yeah, if you look, it does seem like I don't know if it's that control, but you can see.
Wait a second. You don't think you can see my eyes to the mask right there? You don't know if it's that control. Meaning, but
I'm the person who, again, I'm not gonna normally analyze me and where like I'm the guy on Twitter, but I'm like, wait, you really think there's like this hidden hand that's really kind of moving in this direction, or it just kind of happens to be?
Do you think it's not? Do you think it's a possibility it's not? You think it's just all by chance and shit?
I would be opposed to it, but it feels like a little bit more. That's why a lot of people are intrigued too. Yeah. Because if probably one of the richest rappers ever is
not probably, definitely, but keep going on.
When you've gotten to the heights, and I'll say you're the greatest hip hop artist ever. When that person's then telling us it's like that, you then got to step back and be like, he knows definitely something we don't know.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we're also trying to like watch you and even listen. Even if people don't like some of the stuff you say, they're trying to figure out what connect the dots and really see what's going on.
Well, you know what? I'm a leader and I channel and I don't see everything. You know, I didn't picture us being here right now. I didn't have this vision yesterday, but I had one bag with me. I just got my leather outfit and it was there. So it's meant, and I always thought, wow, that would make a really iconic interview setting. And I'm happy that I'm not sitting in it. And this is now making the movie. Like I said, with the North situation on the song with his son and the new artist Jasmine Williams, it happened like that. Certain things I lean into. People think I'm strategic. The enemy might, my enemy, our enemy might think I'm strategic, but I'm not strategic. I just lean into what I really feel and I say my truth. And whatever comes with it, comes with it. But my truth is so obvious to so many people because people are not allowed to say their truth to the point where they psych themselves out to think it's not true. And then, so I'm not saying people's truth, I'm saying people's feeling now. Because your truth can be told to you, you could be programmed, but your gut is going to have millions of lifetimes of information. So when I go and I tweet, especially now, I'm speaking to people's gut feeling. Like Iggy, not taking sides, but she gonna do everything in her power to make sure Onyx never is next to Kris Jenner. And you know why, and she knows why. That girl came from Australia, the no family in the middle of Miami. Now she's out here in California, and her whole goal as a mom is to keep her son as far away from Kris Jenner as possible. And we all know why. We all know those sex tapes are signed for. We all know those children, just in general.
Damn, the boy Ye going in. The boy Ye going in. The boy Ye going in. He said Izzy Gazelle never want a kid around this joint. But it gets deep with Kanye. It really gets deep. It really gets deep. I'm gonna tell you what he said he made to Jim Jones.
Rapping about scams and then saying he need vocal.
Okay.
So did I answer that? So it's just God. I'm just channeling. Yeah. I'm just channeling something. So I ain't telling y'all to follow me or do not. Yeah, people are not even in a position to follow me. It's like I could change hearts and minds, perception, but at the end of the day, you still got to go work for a white man. You still got to work for a Jewish man that works for a white man. The black dollar has been so decentralized since gentrification and the fall of Black Wall Street that it's next to impossible for a community to get on their feet, get past the drugs, the food. The food's the original drug. The hurting, the fucking 25%. Definite, not chance, but definitely being locked up, the abortion rates. Like our position, I don't have the exact answer to the equation of how to get out of where we are, but I'm not going to say we're not in where we are. And this might be some Star Wars shit where it take generation after generation after generation where it'd be North and it'd be this and be that, but it's like you either on this side of it or you on that side. Cardi took the blue pill, but he made his name off of the red pill. The Matrix. The red pill is the niggas like Neo. The blue pill are the agents. So now Cardi is an agent. And you will see him like, you see on the joint where somebody touches them and then they become the agent?
Yeah.
That's what happened. They come, them Jewish people come, the record people come, they'll say, they literally called Ty Dolla and said, and this is coercion. That's why these niggas gonna be locked up someday. They'll come to you, they said, Ty, you have to denounce Ye publicly, or we're gonna drop your artist, Leon. We're gonna cancel all your tours. So they on some mob shit. So it's die, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They up here threatening niggas, stopping their money. This is real life shit off of a statement. Off of me wearing a motherfucking chain. Off of me wearing they pain. But they playing, turning up, promoting, and making money off of our pain. But if I wear a piece of their pain, then they're going to threaten to destroy everything moving, everyone around, destroying people's lives. We're going to destroy Leon's life. Leon did that whole scissor album, and now we're going to destroy his life if you don't denounce this man's tweet type shit.
Do you talk to these people like before you send out a tweet? Because I would imagine he would give you a call and say, "Hey, I'm in a tough spot." Like, you know, and again, I think you said something important. You're not expecting everybody around you to be dick riders and agree with you, but when they speak out against you, you feel like it's either unnecessary or that's a form of betrayal, right?
Yeah, like Ty put up the tweet before we landed. He said, "I gotta say something." I said, "Say I'm not racist, but Ye is." We agreed upon that. When I landed, he put up, "I don't condone hate speech." You letting these niggas put words in your mouth. I 137x'd his career. Not one, not two, not 20, 137x'd it. And while I'm on a plane, you put up word by word Jewish vernacular. My thing is, we can sit and talk it out. I know they on your head, but nigga, you don't got to denounce me, period. And if you do, you talk to me about how we gonna do it. See, all these street niggas and this niggas running around with guns, got bodies, they think they boss, so they think I'm a motherfucking Vic or some shit. They think because I give niggas high salaries, nigga, I'm a billionaire, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that shit. See, this is my issue with Jim Jones, right? So he says he's gonna get a jib or a dib. I don't know what the fuck the word is, but basically, like, he gonna get a percentage if he introduced me to this crypto nigga, right? And I know this shit sound like a Tarantino movie. Jim Jones wants me to meet with Mr. Pink to make $2 million off a crypto coin. Next Tarantino film, right? So then I found out before the second meeting that he was gonna make this money. So
Did he tell you?
no, he said he's gonna get a percentage. He didn't tell me what it was, and he ain't say he's gonna give me a piece of it either. When I found out how much money it was, I was like, you know what? What's that? Hello. Yeah. Okay, send him to room 59 right now. Take it. So when
You found out about
when I found out that he was getting the money, I was like, how much money is it? Yeah, I'm gonna take that meeting for you to get the money, but I guess I gotta sit there. What you go? Like, I wasn't like, oh nigga, you didn't tell me I'm not gonna. I still took the meeting, and the nigga still got the money, right?
he got paid $2 million.
Yes,
For you taking the meeting.
for me taking the meeting. But watch. And that was a bit. It was the money was a bit behind my back. I didn't really know about it. People be doing shit behind my back. My issue with Jim was we working on clothes. And I said, look, send me a PDF. For anybody that doesn't know, it's like a group of pictures in a folder that you send to the iPhone. You can do like 300 pictures, 10 pictures on it, 10 pages. I said, send me a PDF of all the ideas, all the young niggas you know in New York. Let me see all of this shit right now. Let the king see everything that's happening, right? This man tells me, I don't know how to make a PDF. That was way more disrespectful to me than the nigga figuring out how to get the $2 million. You understand why? Because this shit to my face, nigga. You gonna lie to me about a fucking PDF, you faggot ass nigga? After I sat and took the meeting for you, you took the money and I ain't even asked your broke ass for a percentage?
You didn't know how to do it.
Do you think one of his young niggas knew how to do it?
Yeah, of course.
Do you think that he could have figured it out after that nigga made $2 million?
Definitely.
Next subject.
Definitely.
Next subject. Yo. That is. So Kanye West say, real nigga shit, Jimmy hollered at him. Yo, this dude want to meet with you. He makes the $2 million. He asked Jimmy to send him a PDF out. He asked Jimmy to make a documentary about the fashion around it. Jimmy ain't do it. Hey, I'm a fan of Jim Jones. I fucks with Jim Jones like I fuck with Kanye West. I'm not no hating ass nigga. I'm not no bluffing motherfucker, bro. I fucks with these dudes. I listen to their music. I'm a fan. You know what I mean? I don't know him personally. But if Jim Jones did what Kanye saying, and I believe Kanye because he's rich, he don't have a reason to lie. I'm telling you, as a man, that Kanye Jim was out of order. You out of order, like god damn. It's like y'all nigga, y'all want to deal with Kanye, and y'all want to eat off of Kanye, but man, you know what I'm saying? When Kanye got the meat rack, and you don't want to be a part of it. And I get you got to protect your enterprise, you got to feed your family. And Kanye a billionaire, and he be doing stuff, and you know what I mean. I get it. Look, stay away from him. Stay away from him, bro. Stay away from him, bro. If you're not going to be down for the cause and rock out, stay away from the man. I don't see no reason why you want to be around the man. You know what I mean? He said it, man. He don't care about money. He give people goofy salaries. He changed lives, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Baltimore artist Moose. Moose ain't complaining about Ye yet. He ain't said nothing bad about Kanye yet. You know what I mean? I don't really heard dude speaking about no paper with Kanye. That's one thing I have not heard since I, a fan of hip hop. The dudes that been with Kanye say Kanye ain't paying for something with no shit like that. I never heard that before. You get what I'm saying? So he basically saying that Jimmy, you know what I mean, did that, bro. And the man got a right to be entitled. If listen to, I don't want to keep going back on that because I don't even know if they gonna let that thing rock out. But I'm gonna tell you.
After I sat and took the meeting for you,
yeah,
you took the money and I didn't even ask your broke ass for a percentage?
That's what he said.
Maybe he didn't know how to do it.
Do you think one of his young niggas knew how to do it?
Yeah, of course.
Do you think that he could have figured it out after that nigga made $2 million?
Definitely.
Next subject.
Definitely. What is the real thing with you and Drake? Like, I've always been confused. It feels like I can't tell if it's a love-hate thing. I've watched hundreds of hours of you talking about just interviews, and at a point, it felt like the energy shifted, and then we just started seeing it everywhere. And I can't tell what is it.
Yeah, it's like family members that you don't fuck with. Like, I appreciate. One thing is, Drake is a million times better than Kendrick and a million times more important. You know what I'm saying? What Future has done, Thug, what Drake just culturally is. That shit last year, I couldn't barely sit through that shit. That shit was insane, bro. That shit had Lucy and Grange, Universal, Drake lawsuit shit written all over it. This shit, the eye of line. At the end of the day, all this shit I'm saying, Jim Jones, Kendrick did, all these celebrities. The funny thing is, we're all in the same boat. But while we're on that boat, we're also fighting amongst each other. And as I get stronger and stronger, I get more into a position of being who I really am. But right now, or maybe I get to that position right now, but where I was yesterday, it was like, how the fuck I'm supposed to lead y'all, and you got these niggas that's running y'all, making you fuck with me. So none of y'all niggas can't fuck with me or will fuck with me, and you duck if you fuck with my daughter, then I'm sitting down for that. So, and that's my stance on it. It's like, nigga, I make music better. I push the niggas don't. No one make music that's nowhere as near as good as music. Like when I made Moon, it basically ended Frank Ocean's. He ain't have a song since then. You know, sipping some wine, like nigga. Like I knew I heard it. I was like, oh, this nigga's never gonna be able to make that album.
You talking about Frank Ocean? So Kanye West, people gonna say, and everybody gonna break it down and say, "Oh, Kanye West, he's on the meat raggedy trip." I don't think he tripping. You know what I mean? Kenny and there, Ty Boy, y'all still in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all. But do y'all think the man tripping? You know what I mean? Do y'all think the man tripping? I don't think the man's tripping at all. You know what I mean? You personally ask me, I don't think he's tripping at all. I think the man just telling the truth on how he feel, bro. And he putting dudes on blast. Now, could dudes beg to differ? What Jim Jones really gonna say? Yo did set up the meeting. I did make $2 million off of it. He asked me to do something and I ain't do it. That's fuck shit in my eyes. It ain't no way to look at it. It ain't not personal. Like, bro, he did what he said he was going to do. He kept his end of the bargain. Why you couldn't do the fashion shit for him? And you would have made more money. You know what I'm saying? You'd have made more money with Kanye. You get what I'm saying? You'd have made more money. But It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Men make their own decisions. You get what I'm saying? Men truly make their own decisions. That's just how it go. And I feel like Kanye's a straight and narrow to the point. You know what I mean? He's a straight to the point person. I gotta get in my email. Get in my email. I gotta upload this video, y'all. You know what I mean? I gotta upload this video. Email, finder. I'm at my email. I need this up here. I don't need this. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. I couldn't get up this morning, but I'll be up tomorrow morning, I promise. You know, it take me a couple of days to get on top of my early morning shit. Like real shit. It's just dry in the chat, but I appreciate the chat. You know what I mean? That's what life is. You know what I'm saying? When you're on YouTube and you do vlogging and podcasting, podcasting different from vlogging. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got the crowd, sometimes you don't. But you gotta hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hit the go button.
Still have a little bit of animosity there.
I'm evil.
Now this the part what I tell you I fuck with Kanye West 85%, but then the 15% come out.
You know, I feel like you've always represented God-fearing ideals, though.
Yeah.
So how does that? How could you identify that person?
God has the wrath. You only play with God for so long. Niggas is out here playing games. Don C and him starting RSVP behind my back. This nigga taking money, like kind of the Jim Jones situation. Oh, yeah, you're gonna come to the club. I was Louis Vuitton down. They take that position, they put them in that position, they build the anti-Kanye club at Nike. Everybody worked for me. And what best put it in perspective is Virgil is the Jesus of the niggas that work for me, right? Because every nigga that worked for me would have rather been me. Why do I have problems with almost every celebrity? Because they're jealous. And they should be, because I'm better than them. Because I'm more anointed and I'm appointed. And I understand the jealousy in the hearts of men. But they have to understand the wrath of the king also. All these pussy faggot niggas could shut the fuck up. Don C pussy ass. Supposed to be the realest nigga alive. You know what I'm saying? I remember him sitting with me and saying, Rah, what's up with this red hat, bro? What's up with this red hat? They told me, who's they, nigga? They told me that, you know, if you don't stop wearing a hat, man, they're gonna give it. And they named the rapper right here. And I love this rapper, so I don't even want to, like, put him in this conversation. But it was like a day, you know, the invisible hand, the people, you know damn well, that Super Bowl, that Kendrick Super Bowl and that Grammy Super Bowl had invisible hands on it.
Yeah.
Like everyone culturally fucking knows that. They fucking know that. So watch. Don C tells the nigga A-Side. The nigga A-Side was talk about the other day with the scoliosis. Right? First of all, like I said, I make it clear. This nigga come up to me talking about how my teeth don't look good. I was like, nigga, you telling me about something that look good? And of course, he's Tremaine's friend. And it bothered me. Win-win, A-Side, because it bothered me every day after you said that. Like, yo, how did I let this nigga, you know that nigga say some shit to you, and like 10 minutes later, you're like, yo, how I even let this shit happen? Right? So, but A-Side did give me a bar. He said, Don C once told me, and this is towards the end of the conversation, the last time I ever spoke to him. He said, man, and Don C was working for me at this time. Man, I'm glad Ye didn't get the Nike deal. And when I didn't get the Nike, it was heartbreaking. So I like, oh man, because I had the Yeezys. I was on the second Yeezy. And I just, man, I'm like, we about to make the biggest. We about to make Yeezy and Nike. We about to tear people's heads off. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga from Chicago. I got the hottest shoe. I'm at Nike. It wasn't no J. Cole, Kendrick, Trav, Drake, Virgil. I was all of them in one. Right before they started putting all these battery packs, Lucian battery packs, LVMH battery packs by each one to distract from the true leader and shit. So Don C then says to A-Side, I'm glad Ye didn't get the deal because it wouldn't have gave no one else a chance. Well, who's the one? 4 people that work for me. So that means all 4 people that work for me was going into the meetings with me working on designs for me than shaking hands with people behind my back. They wasn't really with the king. Faggot ass Virgil, faggot ass Don C, faggot ass Matt Williams, and faggot ass Jerry Lorenzo. 4 faggots.
Interesting. I mean,
and also, you gotta run this shit straight.
Yeah.
You can't chop it up. You can chop it, you can do whatever. It's like they chopped at the Bible, the word still came through. Imagine you try to chop the word faggot at his interview, it would be like 3 sentences.
You know, as we talk about censorship, and even you say that, I still say that F word. Just like you've been throwing it around like you don't give a damn. How do you feel about like people like, you know, speech is censored a lot. What we could say, it feels like you're trying to take off those shackles, and it's like you said woke is dead.
Yeah. Sorry, I was supposed to leave 18 minutes ago.
Yeah,
So you're going to Japan for real, for real.
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, add them out, man. This act, clap back with this interview. You know what I mean? Everybody talking about it. Kanye West goes off on Jim Jones. Kanye just speaking his mind, but if Jim Jones did that, man, Jim Jones, that's a strike in my book. That's a strike in my book. You know what I mean? That's a strike in my book. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's a strike in my book. The strike in my book. You know what I mean?
Councilwoman Odette Ramos is
Let's get into the news, baby.
Councilwoman Odette Ramos is sharing with us tonight how she's looking to cut down on the violence in her district after 4 people were shot on this corner in North Baltimore Saturday afternoon. The corner of Greenmont Ave and Venable Avenue in North Baltimore.
It's been problematic.
Jalea Scott, who lives in the area, talking with us after Baltimore police say 4 people were shot and injured here around 2:30 Saturday afternoon.
You just could be there and just be an innocent bystander.
This corner has just been the one corner for years that has been so challenging. And it's unfortunate that it's been recently that it's gotten violent. The corner, Councilwoman Odette Ramos says, has been the location of 2 shootings in the last 3 weeks. As she's demanding the city implement the group violence reduction strategy, which is implemented in other parts of the city already. She says her district was slated to get GVRS at some point this year. She wants it in her district immediately. The strategy led by Monty, Baltimore Police, and the state's attorney's office focuses on those likely to be involved with gun violence and looks to leverage a collaboration between law enforcement and community members who deliver an anti-violence message.
The fact that our non-fatal shootings is down, it is working. And so I'm just asking for that strategy to come up here in a quicker time frame than it was supposed to.
Ramos says she also has contacted the property owner of several vacant properties in the area to do something with the buildings or leave. She says typically vacant properties attract crime.
The qualification for a vacant building notice for commercial areas is a little tough.
Adding in that she's working on legislation to create a new class of vacant properties to help take action on that.
If we can tackle this issue, we will be tackling a lot of other things in Baltimore City.
And we have you back here looking down Greenmont Avenue where you can see a Baltimore City police officer. There have been several patrolling this area throughout the day while we were here. We've seen them also patrolling on foot this evening. At this point, though, police have not announced any arrests in that quadruple shooting. In North Baltimore tonight, I'm Tori Yorgi, WBAL TV 11 News.
What up, Prophet? Make sure y'all go over to Porch Prophet TV, man. Check out your sports and news, man. We talking about my man Ye, man. You know, I bring a Bruce for breakfast and insert for dessert. Some fire fit the pancakes. I just slipped the sense. You know what I mean? The boy Ye, real nigga. I can't deny it. Ye's a real nigga. Ye don't be doing no whole bunch of faking.
There was the immediate resignation of Pete Hegseth.
So what we got here? We got the local news, man.
All right, here we go. Elon Musk is set to visit the CIA today at the request of John Radcliffe, the director, to discuss the government efficiency at the Bureau. Our next guest has met with Musk a number of times since retiring from the CIA. Fox News contributor, former CIA guy himself, Dan Hoffman. Dan, I'm
trying to find some local news. The boy Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Iran rejects negotiate with the U.S.
Iran's president is making.
Oh, we got to hear this.
Iran's president is making headlines today after saying the Islamic Republic has rejected direct negotiations with the U.S. over its rapidly advancing nuclear program. CBS Miami's Christian Benavidez is joining us live in the newsroom with that story. Christian.
Chelsea, all of this is on the heels of new CBS polling, which found that when it comes to the economy, Americans want the administration to focus on lowering prices and less on tariffs. In a rebuke to a recent letter from President Trump, Iran's president has refused direct nuclear talks with the U.S. During his first term, Trump unilaterally pulled the U.S. out of Iran's 2018 nuclear deal that President Obama and other Western leaders helped put together. As President Trump wades into foreign policy around the world, there's more reaction to Vice President J.D. Vance's visit Friday to a U.S. military base in remote Greenland. Greenland really matters for the security of the United States. Mark Warner, the top Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee, criticized President Trump for not ruling out using force to secure Greenland, which is a territory of NATO ally Denmark.
Legitimate interest in stronger ties with Greenland? Absolutely. The idea that we are going to threaten a military invasion against a population that, at least everything I've read, overwhelmingly, the people in Greenland don't want to become part of America.
And now a new CBS poll finds Americans evenly split on whether they approve or disapprove of the job President Trump is doing so far in his second term. A majority said they approve of his immigration policies, while most surveyed said Trump has focused too much on tariffs, but not enough on lowering prices. In a televised interview, President Trump said he is not joking about the possibility of running for a third term in office, but said it's too early to make a decision. Chelsea?
Christian, thank you.
That man crazy. He get a third time. It's over, man. We might as well get our passport and move to Yugoslavia or some goddamn.
Now we're going to turn to this week's high-stakes election for a seat on the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Elon Musk and his allies are spending millions of dollars on the race, which is drawing national attention. Our senior political correspondent, Rachel.
This shit is crazy and crazy, bro. Hey, man, this is crazy and crazy. The boy Donald Trump, the boy Elon Musk, them boys doing a hanky-panky right now. The Oval Office in our government is going bananas, bro. Going really crazy, bro. Like, you gotta turn into this.
Michael, good morning to you. And these races are traditionally nonpartisan, but Democrats and Republicans are calling this the most consequential election since President Trump took office, a political litmus test for his agenda.
What do you think of my hat?
Overnight, the president's most powerful advisor, Elon Musk, taking the stage at a Wisconsin town hall wearing a cheese hat.
But let me first hand out two $1 million checks in appreciation.
Handing out $1 million checks to those who signed his political group, America PAC's petition against, quote, activist judges, with just one day until the state's Supreme Court election. The closely watched race between conservative Waukesha County Judge Brad Schimmel and liberal Dane County Judge Susan Crawford, a test of the political power of Musk and a barometer about how voters are feeling about President Trump's second term. The outcome of Tuesday's race will determine control of the state's high court. That could impact future rulings on abortion rights and Wisconsin's congressional map, which could shake up control of Congress.
That is why it is so significant. And whichever party controls the House, it to a significant degree controls the country, which then steers the course of Western civilization.
The president won here by less than 30,000 votes, over the weekend touting his support for the conservative candidate Schimmel, calling him conservative, strong, and above all sane. But Democrats and the candidate they are backing have seized on Musk's outside role.
This is really unprecedented to have the richest man in the world wade into a state Supreme Court race and spend that kind of money. That's never happened before.
And this is already shaping up to be the most expensive judicial race. Democrats did try to block Elon Musk from handing out those $1 million checks that was ultimately rejected by the state Supreme Court, George.
Okay, Rachel.
Next big thing.
Well, Elon Musk doing anything now, man. But listen, man, I thank y'all for tapping in. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. Hey, we gonna get back to it, man.